My ambitious and responsible Capricorn friend. Hello and welcome. My name is Mina, and I'm here to offer you a 3-card reading exploring the themes of you, your path, and your potential. I invite you to consider what the reading reveals about possible challenges, opportunities, and personal growth for the week ahead. Take a deep breath, rest your mind, and let's see what the cards have to share with you today. A Capricorn, this week opens with a quiet, persistent feeling that you're standing at the edge of something both familiar and uncertain. There's comfort in the regular rhythms of your days, but underneath, a subtle tension tugs at you. Maybe it's the sense that life has been moving forward while you've been holding steady, or perhaps it's the awareness of wanting more connection, more laughter, or simply more ease. You might sense a longing for levity, for a break from responsibilities, or for the kind of warmth that only comes when you let your guard down. Yet there's hesitance too, a wondering if joy can exist alongside your ambitions, or if lightness might distract from what needs to be done. This push and pull doesn't have a name, but it hums in the background, coloring your interactions and shaping your hopes for the days ahead. As the week unfolds, your inner life starts to resemble a gathering, one where you're not just the host, but also an honored guest. The energy of the 3 of Cups weaves through your heart, inviting you to remember the moments when laughter came easily and burdens felt lighter when shared. There's a part of you that yearns for belonging, for a circle where your efforts are recognized and your presence cherished. Perhaps you find yourself reflecting on recent conversations, replaying the easy camaraderie, or wishing for more of it. You may notice how much you miss the spontaneous joys that come from being part of something larger than yourself, a team, a friendship, a family dynamic where you can be both strong and vulnerable. This longing isn't about nostalgia or escape. It's about recognizing the understated hunger for connection, for celebrating small victories, and for letting others see the side of you that doesn't always have to be in control. It's possible you've been carrying more than your share, quietly shoring up the walls for others. Now the memory of joy, true uncomplicated joy, reminds you that you don't have to do it all alone. There's an undercurrent of both hope and caution. You want to trust, to let your guard down, but a part of you worries what might happen if you do. Still, the presence of joyful memories, the echo of shared laughter, and the urge to reach out signal something important. You're not as isolated as you sometimes feel. When you allow yourself to step into moments of togetherness, even in small ways, you rediscover a lighter way of being. This week, your inner world is quietly asking for more of these moments, a gentle return to camaraderie, to the healing power of celebration, even if it's only for a fleeting hour or a single conversation. The tension you carry isn't a barrier. It's a signpost, pointing you toward what your heart is quietly seeking. When this longing for connection moves from the background into your daily life, the landscape begins to shift. The emotional openness you glimpse within yourself sparks changes in how you move through the week. Suddenly, circumstances seem less predictable, and life's pace feels more dynamic. It's as if your willingness to be seen invites the world to respond in kind, setting new events in motion. The wheel of fortune turns, not with drama, but with a steady, insistent energy. Pressures mount not from crisis, but from the sheer unpredictability of what comes next. One day a conversation opens a new possibility, the next plans shift unexpectedly. Sometimes it feels as if the ground beneath your feet is moving, and you're being asked to adapt, to respond in real time rather than rely on the comfort of routine. There's friction here, the tension between your desire for control and the reality that much is out of your hands. This momentum is not arbitrary. It's shaped by the choices you make as you navigate invitations, disruptions, and the subtle pull of fate. You might notice opportunities arising where you least expect them, or old patterns reappearing to test your resolve. The pressure isn't about hardship so much as about movement. The energy around you is alive, restless, and insistent. Each moment asks you to choose. Do you hold on to the familiar, or do you allow yourself to be moved by the current? Sometimes this feels exhilarating, a reminder that you're not stuck, that life can still surprise you. Other times it unsettles, reminding you how quickly things can change. The friction arises in the space between what you hope for and what unfolds, between your careful planning and the whims of chance. Yet beneath all the shifting pieces, there's a sense that you are being carried towards something just out of sight, a destination shaped by both your choices and life's unpredictability. The path you're walking this week isn't random. It's the natural outgrowth of your longing for connection and celebration. As you respond to new pressures and shifting tides, you're offered a chance to see yourself differently, to recognize how you handle uncertainty, and what you reach for when the ground moves beneath you. This unfolding path reveals your potential, but only if you meet it with intention. The events of the week don't shape you on their own. It's your conscious presence, your willingness to engage, that determines what becomes possible. If you move through these days half-aware, the friction may leave you feeling tossed about. But if you bring your attention to each moment, the possibilities multiply. Now, as you reach the heart of this week, the card of strength stands quietly in the background, waiting to be acknowledged. This is not the kind of strength that demands attention or pushes through by force. It is the kind that reveals itself in softness, in patience, and in the gentle courage to remain present when things are uncertain. You might discover, as events unfold, that your deepest resilience comes not from rigid boundaries, but from your capacity to stay open, especially when you're tempted to close off. Strength, in this context, is an invitation. There is no demand to prove yourself or to overcome every obstacle. Instead, you are offered the chance to meet each twist and turn with quiet confidence, to trust in your ability to navigate change without losing your sense of self. The real growth here lies in embracing your vulnerability, in allowing yourself to feel what arises, and in recognizing that true courage often looks like showing up again and again, even when the outcome isn't clear. You may find that your presence, the simple act of being attentive and compassionate with yourself and others, creates a sense of inner steadiness even as the world shifts around you. This week, strength is less about endurance and more about acceptance. When you allow yourself to be both strong and sensitive, you become the anchor in your own story, shaping the week not through force but through conscious engagement. Looking back across the week, the threads of connection, change, and gentle strength weave together into a single tapestry. The longing for celebration and belonging opens you to new experiences. The unpredictability of events challenges you to adapt. And through it all, your quiet resilience becomes the foundation on which you stand. The Three of Cups reminds you of the joy found in togetherness. The Wheel of Fortune reveals the inevitability of change, and strength offers the reassurance that you have what you need to meet every moment. There is no need for grand gestures or sweeping declarations. As the days pass, you may notice how small acts of openness, reaching out to a friend, welcoming an unexpected turn, offering kindness to yourself, create ripples of peace in your world. The week closes not with a dramatic resolution, but with a gentle sense of reassurance. You are more adaptable, more connected, and more capable than you may have realized. In this space, you find the calm certainty that, no matter what arises, you can meet it with grace. Actionable insights for Capricorn this week. This week, the feeling of change invites you to gently experiment with openness in your daily life. You could try letting yourself enjoy a light-hearted conversation, even if your schedule is full. It might feel good to pause for a moment and notice where you already feel supported, even if it's just in small ways. Spoken word affirmations to repeat aloud for a more positive mindset. I welcome moments of connection into my day. I adapt with steadiness, even as things shift. I recognize my quiet strength in every choice. I trust myself to meet whatever comes. And now, dear friend, I thank you for giving me your time. I truly hope I have given you something helpful in return. Goodbye and good luck until next time.